Hi. Today we are going to be talking about a very interesting number and a very insightful number. Something that can really teach us a lot about ourselves and a lot about that dark part of ourselves. Today is August 26th, and we're going to be talking about the number 26 and why that number is a very good teacher in and of itself. So 2 and 6 is 8. 8 and 8 is 88. This is coincidentally card 888, which I did not plan to be that card like at the top, but it was. We're not going to be like doing too much on the oracle today. We're going to be talking mainly about 26. So if we think about the number 2, peace, balance, the scales of justice, good, good and evil, and balancing those two forces. And then we talk about or think about the number 6. 6 would be associated with the yin aspect, the shadow aspect, and coincidentally, it is 12:22 right now. So, yeah, super powerful, super powerful. We look at 6 and we see darkness, or we see a number with malice. We also see a number of unity in our shadow, and understanding that our shadow is not going away. As you can tell from in the beginning of this video, it was much brighter in this car, and now it is much darker. The shadow has come in somewhat. Understanding that this shadow we have, shadow being the past actions we've taken that we possibly may regret, the things that have happened to us in our early childhood, our early adulthood, things that we don't necessarily attribute as maybe bad things, but things that did happen in the past, things that are a projection of the person we are today, of that conscious being, of the light, the manifestation of good that we strive to further ourselves as each and every day. Understanding that this shadow has a duality within it, hence the 2 and the 6. 2, 6, 2 phonetically TOO, 6 being shadow, dark, too dark. Some of these things in our past are too dark to look at face to face or shadow to shadow, hence the 2 shadows. We really should, or I recommend you examine your shadow and find a bifurcation or find a duality within your own shadow. The part of your shadow that strives to become better and strives to become more of the light, and the part of your shadow that is ever becoming darker and darker and only finds comfort in going into negative situations, delving into bad habits over and over again, and seeing through our shadow. And our shadow, beyond its malice, beyond its maybe even weighing us down, it does serve a very important purpose. And that purpose is protection. If you had no memory of your past, if you had no remembrance or understanding of these things that have happened to you and the situations that got you into those places, the people maybe that lured you into certain environments. If you had no knowledge of those prior events, if you had no shadow, your light, that light that you cast, would have a very troubling time. It would be too innocent. Understanding that if we had not aged, if we had not grown older and become more privy to the world's, not evil, but the world's ever increasing probability and possibility of snaring us and entrapping us in positions or situations which we do not find growth in. If we had always remained that innocent, perfect child that we were born as, that divine creation, if we had remained that way, we would have a very troubling time. Similar to how Jesus was born perfect and had a really rough go at things. Like, things were rough for Jesus because he was perfect. So understanding that shadow we have is really more so a built-in safety mechanism. It is a way of shielding us from our own temptations, our own desires of plunging headfirst into the unknown, into the shadow, and remembering that last time we delved in the shadows and did certain things, there were consequences. There were things that happened that left scars. We have scar tissue from those things. So inside of yourself exists that light manifestation, and there also exists that manifestation of darkness. The manifestation of darkness is not able to be the manifestation of light. The manifestation of light is not able to be the manifestation of darkness. So you must understand that those negative things you may be saying to yourself, maybe now or have said in the past, that have still stuck with you, those things are not you. They are a self-defense mechanism you have against change, against development, and really finding a balance between that negative self-talk and understanding when that negative self-talk is there to hurt you or is there to help you and there to protect you. If you're on a very strict diet and you are very determined, your light manifestation has made it abundantly clear that you are going to be successful in this diet. When you encounter a situation where you are tempted or lured into an environment with delicious desserts, that dark manifestation, that shadow within you, may say certain things that trigger negative emotions within you. And cortisol rushes into you and you feel stressed out about not completing this diet and becoming the person that light manifestation of you has declared as being the ultimate correct vision of yourself. Seeing those moments of negative self-talk, you may understand and find a balance and see that, hey, this shadow, this part of me that is really talking down to me in this moment of weakness and saying that I'm not going to be able to fulfill this, diet, or that, I'm in this situation because, I like, this is just who I am and I'm not able to complete this. That negativeness can be used in your favor. You can say, hey, shadow, I appreciate you reminding me of all of the reasons why I am pursuing what I am pursuing. Thank you for enlightening me in your darkness, which is ironic, shadow, but good job. And showing me that these negative things that you are not wanting to bring to light, but these negative things that you need to say, these conjectures that you must create, these dots you must connect. This is your way of being, shadow. There is no other way for you to exist. There's just no other way. I am not mad at you. There's no reason for me to, or no purposeful reason for me to hate the essence of your being. Because in a contest of hate, you will win, shadow. And turning to your light manifestation and deeming good work, incredible work, good part of me that has kept me on this path and has even surrounded myself with the possibility or idea of these delicious desserts that obviously are destructive and tempting and would steer me off track, but also will build an incredible physical tolerance, an incredible emotional tolerance, an incredible mental fortitude within me. All of those situations are situations in which we must balance our shadow. Our shadow is really just that like little kid version of us that, like didn't get what they want. So they throw like a temper tantrum. And the other side of our shadow is that version of that little kid that has grown older, become wiser, and understood that at certain moments, we need that negative self talk. At certain moments, we should be critiquing our actions and saying, you said you were going to quit. What, are you not going to quit anymore? Are you not able to quit? Haven't you quit before doing this thing? So yeah, I'm gonna do one of these. Y'all are gonna know. So I did this last time and I realized that like maybe you guys think that like I'm looking and I'm not. So in theory here, you you're shuffling and you are casting your energy into these cards and truly revealing which elements of your shadow you must work on. All right. What did you guys get? Y'all know before I know. I don't know yet. 777. Whoo! 777. Divinity, luck, and randomness. All of these things are very big factors, very big motivators for the balance of your shadow. The more that you balance that darkness within you, the luckier you'll get. Understanding that a lot of the things that have happened to you in the past that are a big portion of that shadow could just be bad luck. You could spend forever digesting a certain topic, a certain thing that you keep getting flashbacks of, a certain thing that you cannot get over. And after a certain point, just realize that was just bad luck. I was just born in that position. I was born with that. That happened to me because this random thing happened, that randomness with 7, that bad luck, that good luck. A lot of your shadow is just luck. A lot of these negative things that have happened to you are just random things that have just happened. Divinity, the divinity of understanding that you are a divine creation, that you are created in the image of a creator. And that creator has the power to do all this. So you have that fortitude, you have that strength within you. No matter how deep it is, you will be able to find it if you do search long enough and far enough within yourself. And that divinity is able to conquer anything. It's able to conquer darkness. It's able to conquer light. It's able to conquer and really claim ownership over its own destiny. 7 is a number of destiny. So you're coming into a point where your destiny is being brought to fruition. All of these things in your life, this shadow that has protected you from doing even worse things to yourself and even worse things to others that you may not even be inspired to do, but your subconscious mind is there just reeling you back, letting you know that these are uncharted waters, uncharted for a reason. And 7, 7, 7 equal 21. 21 is a number of resurrection, the resurrection of yourself, the resurrection of the being you ultimately need to become, resurrecting that version of yourself that sacrificed themselves for you. All of those versions of yourself within your shadow are versions of you that no longer exist, that have sacrificed themselves for you to be in this position you are now, for you to be at bat, for you to be able to hit a home run and return home. Home is where your heart is. So returning to that home, that ethereal home you belong in, whether that is here, whether that is in another city or another state or within yourself. So that's going to be all. I will see y'all in the next video. See that? And 333. That was at the bottom of the deck. Master teacher. We teach ourselves through sacrifice. We teach ourselves through luck. We teach ourselves through our own divinity, the divinity entrusted to us. And we teach ourselves through powerful stability. 444. Alrighty. Y'all have the best day. Pinky promise.